Last time on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
It has to be a final answer, yeah.
Doesn't have to be.
I'm very pleased to have got this far to even have got on the programme, so yeah.
OK, give him a big hand. Roland Hughes goes away with £64,000. You're not against the clock or anything?
No.
But I would like to be home for Sunday.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
Final answer.
Final.
Give her a big hand. She goes away with £16,000.
After that start, Chris, I'm going to have to ball it. I'll take the money.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Give him a big hand. He goes away with £16,000.
Don't tease. Tell me.
But I always tease. It's the best fun I have. Oh, all right then. You had £8,000. You've just won £16,000. Hello, welcome to Monday Nights Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? At the end of Saturday night's show, Judith Keppel here, a garden designer from Fulham, ended the show on £16,000. And the good news is she still has 2 lifelines remaining. Up there in the audience once again is daughter Rosie. Watching at home will be other daughter Sibylla, son Alexander, and the grandkids Milo 5 and Jack 4 again. After all the kids saw Judith on Saturday night's show, they immediately rushed to her and said, "Thanks for not embarrassing us, Mummy." Now, Judith's mother was at church yesterday, Sunday, and of course the whole congregation knew that Judith had been on the show. Even the vicar, who was moved at the end of his sermon to say, "We all ought now to pray for easy questions for Judith on tomorrow night's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire." So, good luck.
Thank you.
How's it affected you? Because you said your whole life has now become multiple choice questions.
Yeah, that's it. I wake up like I had nightmares about pressing the buttons.
Well, that was the first night before the
I
first
now
show, yeah.
look at the world through as a question. I was standing at the bus stop the other day, and you know they have a grid like that on the bus stop, and I said, now, which is the bus that does not go to Piccadilly? 74.
B,
22.
the 35.
Etc.
Right. Good luck tonight. 16,000 you've got, 2 lifelines left. If you'd like to be sitting where Judith is now, you really should know the new number to call by now, 09068 444444. Judith, as I said, is on £16,000. She's only 6 questions away from winning £1 million. She still has 2 lifelines intact. She still has phone a friend, and she has 50-50. OK, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? This is question number 10 of a possible 15. It's worth £32,000. Here it is. Whose autobiography has the title A Long Walk to Freedom? Ranulph Fiennes, Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela, Mikhail Gorbachev.
I think it's Nelson Mandela.
Play?
Yes, I do.
Final answer. You lose 15,000 if you
I know.
want.
Actually, can I think 1 second?
Of course you can, as long as you like.
Can I do a bit of sort of... It's not Ranulph Fiennes, I don't think, because he didn't do long walks to freedom, did them to the pole, didn't he? It's
This
not
is how you
Mother
were working that with the buses as well.
It's not Mother Teresa. No, it is Nelson Mandela. It's not Gorbachev either. I'm sure it's Nelson Mandela. I like to play.
Final answer.
A final answer.
You just won £32,000. Which is a great way to come back. You came back with 16,000. You know now you're guaranteed to go home this Monday night with at least, have a look, that amount of money. Touch it if you want. £32,000. But we don't want to give you that. We will give you that, Judith. You know that whatever happens, you go, don't jump, whatever happens, you go home with at least that amount of money. That's guaranteed, OK? How are you feeling now?
OK,
You're calmer, aren't you, than you were on Saturday?
Much calmer, yes. It's familiar. I'll come back next week, if you like. I'm feeling at home.
Right, OK. 5 questions between you and 1 million. It sounds so easy when we say it. Have a look at question number 11. It's worth £64,000. Duffel coats are named after a town in which country? Belgium, Holland, Germany, Austria. Now take your time, you've got 2 lifelines. You've got 32,000 guaranteed.
It sounds sort of slightly Frenchy words. It could be Belgium. I have absolutely no idea, and I simply can't think of who on earth would know. I don't think it's Holland, because it doesn't sound like a Dutch word. So it could be 3 things, and I don't know.
You could do 50-50 and then phone a friend.
Yeah, I think I'd like to do 50-50.
Okay. Computer, take away 2 wrong answers. Leave Judith the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer. One of those is worth £64,000. One would leave you still with 32,000.
It's funny that Belgium has a coat. I mean, you don't think of Belgium as kind of a place that invents coats, would you?
Take your time, but it's worth £64,000.
I don't want to use a lifeline at this stage, I must say. I think it's more likely to be Belgium. I just don't know. I don't think any of my friends, my phoner friends, would know the answer, frankly. I think I'll do Belgium. And I'm not in the least sure. I'm not in the least sure.
Up to you. Not quite the easy questions the vicar was praying for, really, are they?
No, the vicar hasn't done very well. It's just that duffel could equally be duffel, couldn't it? We could be French, we could be Belgian. I think I'll try Belgium. And hope for the best.
Final answer.
Yeah, final answer.
How do you think you've done?
I have no idea.
You just won £64,000. That's amazing! You just won £64,000. It's named after the town of Keppel, which is in Belgium. Have a look at that.
Lovely.
You
Very
still
nice.
kept that important lifeline as well. You've still got phone a friend.
Yeah.
We don't want to give you that. You've got 64,000 at the moment. You're guaranteed 32. You're 4 questions away from 1 million. Have a look at question number 12 of a possible 15. Complete this stage instruction in Shakespeare's The Winter's Tale. Exit pursued by a tiger, clown, bear, dog.
I'm afraid I don't know. I would like to phone a friend now. And I'd like to phone Jilly.
Jilly?
Jilly.
Okay. Do you want me to tell her how much money's involved?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Jilly?
Yes?
Hiya, it's Chris Tarrant here on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good evening.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness.
Good evening.
Hi, I've got Judith here.
Yes.
She's doing rather well. She's come back on 16,000. At this moment, she's on £64,000.
Right.
But it gets more complicated than that.
Yes.
With your help, Jilly,
Yes.
with your help, we can get her up to £125,000.
Ooh, that sounds like a bit of responsibility.
Serious business. Next voice here will be Judith. She'll tell you the question. There are 30 seconds in which she'll tell you a question. There are 4 possible answers. One of them is worth £125,000.
Right.
Okay. Lots of luck, Judith. Your time starts now.
Jilly.
Yes?
Complete this stage instruction in Shakespeare's The Winter's Tale.
Yes.
Quotes, exit pursued by a either tiger,
Yes.
clown, bear, or dog?
Right, I know this one. I'm 100% sure it's a bear.
Oh, bless you.
I'm absolutely sure.
Oh, Jilly, thanks so much.
Oh, Jilly, bless you. Well, she sounded pretty confident. 100% is quite high.
Yeah, absolutely. She's the sort of thing she would definitely know, so I will definitely go for bear.
Final answer.
Yeah, final answer.
It's the right answer. You just won £125,000. Hey! Have a look at that. You can hold it. No, take it. Take it. At this moment, you've got that. I don't know where you're going to put it, and I'm not going to peep. You've got £125,000 at this moment. You are 3 questions away from £1 million. How do you feel now?
I can't really say. A bit blank.
Well, you've got £125,000 at this moment. You know you've got 32 guaranteed, but you can obviously walk away with 125. You've got no lifelines left, but you use them very carefully. The next question is worth £250,000. We'll find out what the £250,000 question is in a couple of minutes after the break. And we start the second half of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Welcome back to the second part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. If you want to be winning big money like Judith here, give us a call on 09068444444. Just before the break, Judith Keppel got up to £125,000. So the first time since Saturday night, you actually were lost for words. What does it mean to you? It's a lot of money. What does it mean?
Well, it means a lot. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I mean, it's a wonderful amount of money, actually. You can do a lot, can't you?
You can. Well, you've got that money at the moment, nicely tucked away up your jumper. You've got no lifelines left, but you are only 3 questions away from £1 million. The next question is worth £250,000. You obviously don't have to play it. Have a look at question number 13 of a possible 15. It's worth £250,000. The young of which creature is known as a squab? Salmon, horse, pigeon, octopus.
I do know this.
You know it?
Yeah, I think so. It's a pigeon. Because you eat them in America. They're called squabs. Aren't they?
Judith, it doesn't work like that.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot.
It's up to you. It's worth £250,000.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely not the other things, I think. It's not a young salmon, it's not a young horse. It's, again, it's elimination. I'm sure it's a squab. And you do eat them in America, and they're called squabs.
It's up to you. All I'm saying to you is if you give me a wrong answer,
yes,
you lose £93,000.
No, I'm sure it is a pigeon.
You want to play?
Yeah, I want to play. I thought of pigeon before the thing lit up, so I would like to play.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Give me the check. You don't want that anymore. You've just won £250,000. Woohoo! Have a look at this one. But we don't want to give you that. We don't want to give you that. You've got £250,000 at this moment. You are 2 questions away from £1 million. When you came back tonight with £16,000, what did you think? You know, you had a couple of lifelines.
Well, I just hope very much I get to 32, and then there was a kind of respite while 64 went on.
You're trying to be calm.
I'm not really.
Oh, no, you're not.
Not
Okay.
really.
You seem very calm. You've got £250,000 at this moment. Have a look at the next question, number 14 of a possible 15. It's worth £500,000. Only 2 people have ever done this. Have a look at question number 14. Who is the patron saint of Spain? St. James, St. John, St. Benedict, St. Peter.
I think it's St. James. And Spain is called Santiago. I'm sorry, but I'd like to do St. James.
Why are you apologising?
Well, because it's sort of frightening what I could lose, and I've seen someone lose it. But on the other hand, yeah, St. James, St. James, St. James. Santiago.
You lose £218,000 if you're
I
wrong.
know.
You've got $250,000 at the moment.
I know, it's a fantastic sum of money. What's
Patron saint of Spain, St. James, St. John, St. Benedict, St. Peter, for $500,000.
I think it is St. James.
Do you want to play?
Yes, I do want to play.
Final answer.
Yeah. Good or bad?
You've just won £500,000. That's extraordinary.
I know it's extraordinary. I've been
£500,000.
I've been very lucky.
You haven't been brilliant. You haven't been lucky at all. Just said, I've been very lucky. You have not been very lucky. You've been absolutely brilliant. Right, have a look at this one. Only came out for a quiet Monday night. Have a look at that. £500,000. Only two people have gone away with that. Peter Lee and Kate Hoyser a couple of weeks ago. You've got that at the moment. You can obviously walk away with that. You're guaranteed £32,000. You can walk away now with £500,000. You might as well have a little peep at the question, because otherwise it'll nag you forever. And also I think you'll find the whole country wants to see the question anyway. If you give me a wrong answer, you still get 32,000. You lose £468,000. That's quite a lot, Judith.
Yes, I know.
Gosh. But it's worth £1 million. Have a look at question number 15 of 15. Which king was married to Eleanor of Aquitaine? Henry I, Henry II, Richard I, Henry V?
I think it's Henry II. I saw her tomb, funnily enough, in France this summer.
What did it say on it?
Well,
That's quite
I hope
important.
it said that she was married to Henry II. I said I wasn't going to gamble when I came back, and I sort of can't resist it.
You've got £32,000 at the moment. You've got £500,000.
I did it at school for A-levels, and I'm I'm trying to remember.
Take
It was
your
rather
time.
a
Take as
long
long as
time
you
ago. I do think it's Henry II. I think it's Henry II.
You lose £468,000 if you're wrong.
I know. But 32 is very nice.
It's not quite as nice as 500,000.
No, it's not
Judith.
as nice as that. But I am fairly sure it is Henry II.
Can you afford to lose £468,000?
Well, can anybody?
Just take your time, have a look. There's nothing on my screen. It's worth £1 million.
I think it is Henry II. Oh, my heart. I think it's worth going for.
It's up to you.
I'm going to say Henry II.
Final answer.
Yep. Final answer.
One of those four is worth £1 million. Three of them would cost Judith Keppel £468,000. Find out what the right answer is in a couple of minutes. After the break. Welcome back to the third part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Just before the break, Judith Keppel was asked this question: which king was married to Eleanor of Aquitaine? Henry I, Henry II, Richard I, or Henry V? She had £500,000. She could have walked away with that. She didn't have to play it. She knew if she gave me a wrong answer, she would have lost £468,000. She did decide to play, and she went for Henry II. You've just won £1 million! You are amazing! £1 million! You've been absolutely incredible. Look at this. Rosie, come on down.
Lovely.
Come on, Judith, come over here. You're the worst state of the mum. I was beginning to think we'd never ever show this. Have a look at this. Pay Judith Keppel £1 million. Look at that. You are so cool.
I can't believe it, that's right.
Believe it, you have won £1 million.
I can't believe it.
Have a look again. Judith, have a look again.
Yeah, look, Rosie.
Look, Rosie. It's ever so nice. Mummy's won £1 million.
Happy Christmas.
How do you feel? You were amazing all the way through. You were so cool.
Well, I was very, very lucky with the questions.
You weren't. They were incredibly hard.
You've always said it's a matter of luck. When you get the questions, you know.
No, I've always said they're only easy if you know the answer. You knew all 15 answers.
I'm no duffer.
Rosie, what was it like sitting up there?
Oh, it was terrifying. Really exciting, but frightening.
And when Mum suddenly said, I'm going to play for the million, and you knew that she could...
I couldn't believe it. But I didn't... When she said that, I thought, well, she must know the answer, because she wouldn't... There's no way she'd gamble that much money.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like gambling. It was very peculiar.
You are so laid back. Incredible, incredible. It can be done. The Americans have done it, the South Africans have done it, the French have done it, even the Portuguese have managed it. But now, finally, a Brit gets the biggest cheque of all. We started the show back in September 1998. It's taken 2 years, over 120 shows now. Judith from Fulham has finally been the first to do it. She's just won £1 million. Good luck. Have a fantastic night. God bless you. Take it now and put it in the bag. Cool. And she's still going, I don't believe it, I don't believe it. You've just witnessed the drama and the emotion that makes Who Wants to Be a Millionaire the most successful game show the world has ever seen. This really is the show that does change people's lives. It could change yours just like it's changed Judith's and her family's and the grandkids forever tonight. You know the number. I suspect at the moment the phone lines will be going into meltdown. 09068 444444, and you really could win £1 million. Just like Judith just did here on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? What a fantastic night. £1 million sterling. Tax-free. It's the most that anyone has ever won anywhere in the world on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And now Judith Keppel goes back to Fulham with a cheque for £1 million. We never thought it was going to happen. How do you follow that? There's only one way. Let's try to find another one. Come on. Let's try and bring ITV to its knees tonight. Right, we've got 10 brand new contestants. Let's meet them. They are... Jeff Gross from Surrey. Alan Jones from Wiltshire. Catherine Sharkey from West Midlands. Mike Denton from Tyne and Wear. Ian Taylor from Inverness. Graham Berrington from Nottinghamshire. Joe Doherty from Renfrewshire. Mike Pennick from Surrey. Donna Walsh from the Isle of Man. And Chris Elliott from West Yorkshire. Right, that's your 10 for tonight. What a night it's been. Fastest finger first, then. Whoever puts the 4 answers in the correct order in the fastest time is next this Monday night to play for another £1 million. Complete silence from the audience, please. Fastest finger first. Here comes the question. Starting with the earliest, put these men in the order. They were vice presidents of the USA. Dan Quayle, Lyndon B. Johnson, Al Gore, Gerald Ford. Puzzled faces. I think we're all still a bit numb, actually. Right, this is the right order, starting with the earliest, then 4 vice presidents. Lyndon B. Johnson was the farthest back in time, 1961. Then it was Gerald Ford in 73. Then it was Dan Quayle in 1989. And most recently, Al Gore, vice president to Clinton, started in 1993. That's the right order. Now, all these got it right. Who was right at the fastest time? Not that many were right. Who was fastest? Chris Elliott in 5.64 seconds. Now, Christopher, luckily for you, we have another £1 million. You fancy winning that one?
Certainly do.
Let's tell you what, it's a great night to be on the show. Come on, let's play for another £1 million. And we start all over again. This is Chris Elliott, a teaching assistant from Castleford in West Yorkshire. Up there in the audience, his girlfriend Sally, and watching at home, his daughter Katrina. Chris is a teacher at Park Junior School. Now, he went there as a boy, and now he's teaching with people who taught him. And in fact, one of his ex-teachers, now a colleague, is one of his phone a friends. And we've seen tonight how important phone a friends can be. If Chris won big tonight, what he'd really like to do is go to Bondi Beach, cook a full Christmas roast, and invite Cameron Diaz to join him. You dirty little devil, Christopher.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, because I think I'm still a bit away among the pixies, I think. What was that like for you guys sitting there?
Scary. It's a hard act to follow. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
10th of that, I'd be nice.
Let's do it again. 15 questions, £1 million all over again. 3 brand new lifelines. Chris can use them whenever he wants. They're only easy if you know the answer. That is so true of this show. He's got 50-50, he's got phone a friend, and he can ask this audience. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Have a look, question number 1, you've got 3 lifelines, here it is. Proverbially, what shouldn't you throw out with the bathwater? The loofah, the soap, the baby, the rubber duck.
I've never heard the same before. After all that.
We really couldn't have a night where one person
Yeah.
goes away with
not
£1
good.
million and the next person goes away having not got question number 1 right. Then again...
It's got to be the baby, hasn't it? Yeah, I'll say the baby.
It's the right answer! Oh,
Go for that.
Chris, don't do that. Do not do that. Right. Question number 2.
No, this one.
To £200. In 1954, Roger Bannister famously became the first man to do what in under 4 minutes? Run a marathon, run a mile, run a jumble sale, run for Prime Minister.
It is definitely run a mile.
It's the right answer, you got £200. Right, have a look at question number 3 for 300 quid. Here it is. You've got all 3 lifelines left. Take your time, have a look. Which of these can be found in caster, icing, or lump form? Beef, lard, salt, sugar.
It's sugar.
It's the right answer. You got £300. Have a look at question number 4 for 500 quid. This is it. According to the saying, what is mightier than the sword? The pen, the biro, the pencil, the crayon.
It's the pen.
Not the crayon.
I'm pretty sure it isn't now.
It's the right answer. You got £500. Okay, have a look. Question number 5 is worth 1,000. You're 11 away from the next £1 million. Chris Elliott, have a look. Question number 5. In the children's TV series, what was the name of Bill and Ben's neighbour? Little weed, little flower, little twig, little tree.
It's little weed.
Weed. Final answer?
Final answer, yeah.
It's good. You got £1,000. Better now, don't you? It's a bit of a shaky start there, Chris.
Just a little.
Have a look at number 6. You're now 10 away from another £1 million. Here it is. Over 1/3 of which US state lies within the Arctic Circle? Montana, Alaska, Oregon, Minnesota.
It's Alaska.
Sure.
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah.
No problem at all. It's the right answer. You got £2,000. Have a look at question number 7. It's worth 4,000. You've still got all 3 lifelines. You haven't needed them yet at all. Have a look. Here it is. Which member of the Freud family is a former MP? Sigmund, Lucian, Emma, Clement.
I think I'm going to have to pass it over to these guys.
That'll be asked the audience then, will it? On your keypads, please, lads and ladies. Question number 7 is worth £4,000 to Chris. This is the question. Which member of the Freud family is a former MP? A, B, C or D? It's worth £4,000. All vote now. %, say Clement, 9%, 3%, 5%. It's up to you, quite high.
That's good enough for me, yeah. It's Clement.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, you've just won £4,000. You've got 4,000 at the moment. This is worth 8,000. You've still got 2 lifelines. You've got phone a friend, and you've got 50-50 left. Question number 8, here it is. In which country is Maastricht, where the Maastricht Treaty was signed? Germany, Finland, France, Netherlands.
It's the Netherlands.
Why have you suddenly decided on that?
Because when the question first came up, I thought it was between Netherlands and Belgium. And then you throw in Germany.
It's not me, it's the computer. Let me throw it in.
So, yeah, I'll go D, the Netherlands.
Final answer?
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how you got there, but you got there. You just won £8,000. So Chris Elliott's got £8,000. He's still got a 50-50, and he's still got that very important phone a friend. Very important tonight. Next question is worth £16,000. He's 7 away from the next £1 million. Join us after the break for the final part of tonight's epic Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Welcome back to the 4th and final part of tonight's epic Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Just before the break, Chris Elliott was on £8,000. He's still got phone a friend, and he's still got 50-50. How are you feeling?
Not too bad. Not too bad, he says.
Well, he got £8,000. Obviously, I suspect for a teaching assistant, this is now getting to be serious money. Chris, you would lose £7,000 if you gave me a wrong answer to question number 9, but it's worth £16,000, OK? You've got those 2 lifelines. Have a look. This is question 9 of a possible 15. Who is the husband of actress Melanie Griffith? Why are you smiling? Do you know this one?
Yeah.
Who do you think?
Antonio Banderas. think that's how you pronounce it.
All right, have a look. Dennis Quaid, Tim Robbins, Kurt Russell, Antonio Banderas.
Left it late. Yeah, it's Antonio Banderas.
Sure?
Yeah.
Final answer, happy?
Yeah.
It's good, it's the right answer. You got £16,000. Serious money now.
Yeah.
I don't know how long's left on the show, but there's only 6 questions between you and £1 million. If we could give away 2 in the same night, that'd be really good. Have a look at number 10 for £32,000. You've still got 2 lifelines. Have a look though, Chris, don't get overexcited by the huge sums of money around tonight. You would lose £15,000 if you gave me a wrong answer. Question number 10 though, I'd be delighted to give you a cheque on the spot for £32,000. You can pay it into the bank first thing Tuesday morning. Here it is, this is number 10 of a possible 15. Which football team from an English town plays in the Scottish... Why are you grinning at me?
Berwick Rangers.
Football team from an English town plays in the Scottish League. Carlisle United, Barrow, Gateshead, Berwick Rangers. You're specialising in the 4th one, aren't you? Berwick Rangers.
Definitely Berwick Rangers.
You'll play £32,000 if you're right.
Yeah.
Still confident?
Definitely.
You can't take that grin off your face, can you?
You can't.
You just won £32,000. So far tonight, we've given away £1,032,000. Have a look at that. Whatever happens, Chris, you go home with that, okay? Serious money. Big amount of money to you?
Definitely.
Huge amount of money?
Massive.
Massive, okay. Well, whatever happens, you go home with at least that. But we don't want to give you that. We laugh in the face. Tonight, we laugh in the face of 32,000. Chris, you've got that, whatever.
Yeah. You've
still got 2 lifelines. I'm getting into this now. You are 5 questions away from £1 million. This is question number 11. It's worth 64,000. Here it is. Take your time. Have a look. Which metal traditionally denotes your 10th wedding anniversary? Tin, copper, nickel, iron.
Definitely going to have to phone a friend, but...
Trust me on this, phone a woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's up to you, take your time. You got to phone a friend, you can go 50-50, you can go 50-50 and phone a friend.
I'll ring my mum, actually.
Good choice, I think.
So do I. Yeah,
right.
my mum.
What's she called? I can't call her mummy, can I?
If you wish. Pat.
Pat.
Yeah.
Okay, 30 seconds, tell her the question and 4 possible answers. Do you want me to tell her?
No.
Don't tell her how much money.
My dad's got a bad heart.
Hello?
Can't keep up with this. Hello, Pat.
Hello?
Hi, it's Chris Tarrant here on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Hi, Chris.
I've got your son here, Chris. You remember him?
Vaguely.
He's doing fine.
Right.
With your help, we can get him some more money, though. The next voice you hear will be Chris's.
Okay.
He'll tell you the question. You remember your son's voice. He'll tell you the question and 4 possible answers. One of those is the right answer. Okay, Pat?
Okay.
All right, you have 30 seconds, hopefully, to give him the right answer.
Lovely,
Chris, good luck. Your time starts now.
Mum, which metal traditionally denotes your 10th wedding anniversary?
What denotes your 10th wedding anniversary?
Yep. Is it tin, copper, nickel, or iron?
It would be a guess, Chris, and I would guess at tin.
How confident?
You don't have an iron anniversary. Somebody buys you an iron. Copper.
Any translations, please?
She's your mother.
Tin sort of struck me when it came up, so we'll go tin.
With your mum?
Yeah. She's not losing me anything, so I can't blame her.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You've known your mum a long time?
Most of my life.
She just won you £64,000. Mummy, we love you, Mummy. You had a cheque for £32,000. Have a look at this one, Chris Elliott. I think you'll like this one. £64,000. How long would it take you to earn that?
Pretty much most of my life and the next, I think.
Hold it. Go on, hold it. Put it in your pocket. Put it where you like. OK, you've got £64,000 at this moment. What does that mean to you? What does it mean to you and Sally?
Don't go Christmas. House, holiday, car so I can take the little one up and down the country. The world, basically. OK, you've got £64,000 at this moment. Chris, don't lose it. The next question, though, is worth £125,000. It's all a bit déjà vu now. The next question is worth £125,000. You are 4 away from £1 million. We've already been there once tonight. You've still got one lifeline. You've got that 50-50. Have a look at question number 12. It's worth £125,000. You would lose 32,000 of the 64 you've got in your pocket at this moment if you played it and gave me a wrong answer. Have a look. This is it. Glevum was the Roman name for which city? Glevum. Leicester, Worcester, Gloucester, Chester. Yours are 50-50, Chris.
OK, computer, take away 2 wrong answers. Leave Chris the right answer and the one remaining wrong answer.
I was hoping that it'd take Gloucester.
Glevum was the Roman name for which city? Leicester or Gloucester? It's worth £125,000. What are you thinking?
I think I wish I paid attention in history.
It's a bit late now.
Yeah.
Take your time. One of those is worth £125,000 to you. One of them would cost you £32,000. You don't have to play it. You can walk away with that cheque for £64,000.
I'm tempted. I'm tempted by Gloucester.
Why are you thinking Gloucester? Because it's got gl in it.
Basically, yeah. Because the vum is obviously the cester at the end. I'm okay for 16. I'm walking away with 32. Let's go Gloucester.
You've got a huge amount of money in your pocket at this moment.
Yeah.
You lose half of it if you're wrong.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Final answer, Gloucester.
How confident are you now?
I wasn't in the first place.
Such it. You don't want that anymore. You just won £125,000. What a player! And if you remember at question number 1, this guy very nearly went home with nothing whatsoever. Chris, let me write this out for you. You've got a cheque for £125,000. Have a look at that. So, we're just 3 away from the second million then. Have a look at that. £125,000. We don't want to give you that, but you'll have to find out at the top of the next show how much farther Chris goes. Incredible night. Judith Keppel took £1 million tonight back to Fulham, London. Chris Elliott here from West Yorkshire. He's on £125,000 with no lifelines remaining. Coming up next tonight, our old mate, the Frank Skinner Show. We're back on Thursday night. It's been an amazing Monday night. Let's see who'll be joining us then. Chris O'Riordan, Larry O'Neill, Jimmy McIntosh, Graham Thorpe, Mark Range, Jim Parker, Ben Whitehead, Frank McCulloch, Andy Bates and Christine Ramsey. They're coming Thursday night. You have witnessed history happening here this Monday night. We don't always get a lot of women on the show, but when we do, they certainly make an impact. Judith Keppel has become the biggest winner. Oh! such a popular winner anywhere in the world on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Let's see again how she did it. Which king was married to Eleanor of Aquitaine? Henry I, Henry II, Richard I, Henry V.
I think it's Henry II.
You lose £468,000 if you're wrong.
I know. I said I wasn't going to gamble when I came back, and I sort of can't resist it.
Can you afford to lose £468,000?
Well, can anybody? I think it's Henry II.
Final answer.
Yep, final answer.
You've just won £1 million! What a night. If you'd like to enter, of course you'd like to enter. Check if you're eligible by seeing a summary of the rules on teletext on ITV. You can send a self-addressed envelope to this address, or you can see the full set on the ITV website. But remember, you've got to ring it to win it. That's what Judith Keppel did. She won $1 million. 09068 444444. Lines are open right now. We're back Thursday night at 8 with another $1 million on ITV. Good night.
Judith Keppel and Chris Tarrant talk exclusively to Richard and Judy on tomorrow's This Morning at 10:30. Next tonight, David Ginola and Mel C join Frank Skinner.